Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pause for a moment and truly absorb this. What if you did absolutely nothing from this point on, and everything in your life started to align exactly the way you've always wanted? I know. You're probably thinking, how can that be? Our culture is built around the idea of doing, striving, pushing, of constantly seeking the next step, the next goal, the next opportunity. But here's the thing. Most of us are running in circles, doing more and more, only to find that we're not moving any closer to what we truly want. In fact, many of us are stuck in a cycle of action, effort, and struggle, believing that it's the doing that will get us what we desire. But in reality, it's not doing that may hold the key to unlocking your life in ways you've never imagined. Now, this isn't about being passive. It's not about sitting back and waiting for life to hand you everything on a silver platter. This is about a shift in how you approach the world. This is about moving from a mindset of effort to a mindset of allowance, from thinking that you must control everything to realizing that you are part of something much bigger, and that by doing nothing, you can let that greater force guide you to what you want. What if I told you that your thoughts, your intentions, your energy have an invisible but profound impact on your reality? What if I told you that by choosing to release the need for constant action and instead choose to trust in the power of the present moment, the universe, or whatever you call it, would begin to organize your circumstances in ways that far exceed your imagination? Let me be clear. This isn't about giving up. It's about giving in. It's about realizing that everything you've been searching for already exists within you right now. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to fight for it. You just need to trust that the universe is already moving on your behalf, working in alignment with your energy. When you do nothing, it doesn't mean you stop moving forward. What it means is you step out of your own way. You let go of the old programming that tells you to be busy, to be in constant motion, to always be striving. You stop forcing things. You stop holding on to expectations and outcomes, because you know deep down that life has a way of unfolding perfectly when you step into a state of trust and surrender. I want you to imagine for a moment that your life is like a river. Every time you try to swim against a current, you expend energy, fight, and struggle. But if you just let go, if you allow the current to take you where it's going, you'll end up exactly where you need to be. But it takes trust, it takes faith, and it takes letting go. So I'm here to tell you, do nothing after this. Don't force it. Don't obsess over it. Don't think you need to know the exact steps to get to where you want to go. Just take a deep breath and allow things to unfold. And watch how everything falls into place. When you stop fighting the flow, the right opportunities begin to appear. The right people show up. You align with what you truly want. Things you could never have planned or predicted will begin to emerge. This doesn't mean that your life becomes stagnant. On the contrary, when you let go of the need for constant doing, you allow for creative energy to flow freely, and the actions that are needed will arise from a place of clarity, purpose, and alignment, not from desperation. You see, the universe doesn't need your constant effort. What it needs is your openness, your willingness to allow, your trust. When you step out of your own way, when you let go of the need to control, when you surrender to the process, everything you want is already on its way to you. So remember this, do nothing after this, and trust that in doing so, you will actually be doing more than you ever could with your forceful striving. Everything will fall into place just as it's meant to. Thank you, surrender is often misunderstood in our culture, where action, control, and effort are prized above all else. To surrender does not mean to give up or resign yourself to fate. Rather, it is about releasing the need to control every outcome and every step along the way. It's the recognition that you cannot force life to unfold in the way you want. When you surrender, you are allowing yourself to step out of the driver's seat and trust that the journey will take you where you need to go, even if you don't have the full picture. The act of surrendering can be liberating and invites you to stop the internal struggle that so often consumes your thoughts and actions. When you surrender, you let go of the tight grip you hold on your circumstances, expectations, and outcomes. You stop trying to manipulate your environment or the people around you. Instead, you acknowledge that there are forces beyond your control and you allow them to guide you. This doesn't mean inaction. It means a shift in perspective, a letting go of the obsessive need to force things into a predetermined mold. Surrender is not passive. It is an active choice to trust in the unfolding of life and to align with the natural flow of things. When you surrender, you begin to see opportunities that were always present but that you couldn't notice when you were caught up in the struggle. You become open to new experiences, new ideas, and new possibilities, free from the limitations that your need for control once imposed. Surrendering isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about recognizing that you don't need to fight every battle. Sometimes the greatest power lies in the quiet strength of letting go. Trust is the foundation of all meaningful progress in life. Without it, we are left to navigate the world with skepticism, fear, and doubt. Trust goes beyond relying on others. It's a deeper, more profound relationship with yourself and the universe. It is the ability to believe that things will work out even when the path isn't clear. Trust is what allows us to take that first step into the unknown, knowing that the journey will unfold in ways we cannot predict, but can still count on. It's the belief that life is not something to be controlled, but something to be experienced with an open heart and mind. When you trust, you are acknowledging that you do not need to have all the answers. You don't need to plan every detail or foresee every obstacle. Trust means letting go of the anxiety of what could go wrong and embracing the certainty that the right things will fall into place when you allow them to. It's an acceptance that the universe, life itself, has a way of guiding you, sometimes through detours or challenges, toward exactly what you need. Trusting this process is vital because it frees you from the endless loop of second guessing and overthinking. Trust also requires vulnerability. To truly trust, you must be willing to embrace uncertainty, to step into a space where control no longer feels like a necessity. Trust teaches you to be present in the moment, to let go of the fear that grips your mind and prevents you from taking action. When you trust, you release the need to know what will happen next, and instead surrender to the natural rhythm of life, allowing it to guide you in ways far more profound than you could ever imagine. Alignment is the state of being in harmony with yourself, your desires, and the world around you. It occurs when your thoughts, actions, and intentions are all moving in the same direction. Alignment is not a destination, it is an ongoing process, a way of being in which you are fully attuned to your true self and the flow of life. When you are aligned, everything feels effortless, as though you are being pulled toward your goals rather than pushing against obstacles. The resistance that often comes with struggle dissolves, and the path ahead becomes clearer. To achieve alignment, you must first be honest with yourself about what you truly want. Many of us live according to expectations placed on us by others or by society without ever questioning if those desires are truly ours. Alignment comes when you shed these external influences and listen deeply to your own heart. It's about connecting to your inner purpose, your deepest values, and your authentic self. Once you align your actions with these truths, you begin to experience a sense of flow, where things start to fall into place naturally. Alignment also means being in sync with the present moment. It requires you to release the distractions of the past and the worries of the future. When you are present, you become more aware of the opportunities and synchronicities that surround you. You begin to notice the subtle cues and signs that guide you toward your next step. In this space of alignment, you are not forcing anything. Instead, you are co-creating your reality with the energy of the universe, trusting that every action you take will bring you closer to your highest good. Letting go is a concept that many of us struggle with. It involves releasing control over situations, outcomes, and even people, and it requires a deep sense of trust and vulnerability. To let go is to stop trying to force things into a specific shape or timeline and instead allow life to unfold as it will. It's not about giving up or abandoning your dreams. Rather, it's about surrendering your attachment to how things should look and being open to what is. In doing so, you create space for new possibilities and allow your life to evolve in ways you may not have previously imagined. Letting go is not a passive act. It is an active choice to relinquish the weight of expectations, fears, and old patterns that no longer serve you. Often we hold on to things out of fear of change, fear of uncertainty, fear of failure. But holding on in this way only creates resistance and limits our ability to move forward. When you let go, you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. You stop trying to predict every outcome, and instead you allow yourself to be present with what is unfolding in the moment. This process often requires letting go of old beliefs or past experiences that no longer serve your growth. It may involve releasing attachments to people, places, or situations that are no longer aligned with your highest good. As you let go, you free up energy that can now be used to create new opportunities, to embrace new ideas, and to take new action. The act of letting go also opens you up to greater joy and peace because you no longer carry the burden of trying to force your life into a specific mold. By letting go, you make room for life to surprise you in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. Flow is the natural state of being in which everything aligns effortlessly and life moves with ease. When you are in flow, you are fully present, deeply engaged, and connected to the moment. There's no struggle, no resistance, and no sense of forcing anything. Instead, you are in sync with the energy of the world around you, responding to it fluidly and with purpose. Flow is when you are not pushing against the current, but rather moving with it, allowing life to unfold as it should. In a state of flow, your actions are intuitive, spontaneous, and aligned with your true desires. Time seems to expand or contract, and you may lose yourself in the task at hand, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. This state is often experienced when you are fully immersed in an activity that you love, whether it's creating, working, or simply living. The key to entering this state is to release the need for control and to trust in the process. When you stop forcing and start allowing, you naturally enter the flow. Flow also requires a sense of balance. Balance between effort and ease, between intention and surrender. It's not about doing nothing, rather, it's about responding with purpose and mindfulness to what is in front of you without overthinking or overanalyzing. When you're in flow, you don't feel the need to rush or force things. You trust that the right things will happen at the right time. You become aware of the small, subtle shifts that guide you, and you follow them with ease, knowing that every step you take is part of the natural rhythm of your life. Being in flow is not something that can be forced. It happens when you are open, when you let go of your need for control, and when you allow life to take its natural course. It's in this state that you experience true harmony and connection with yourself and the world around you. Energy is the fundamental force that drives every aspect of our lives. It's the invisible current that connects all things, influencing how we think, feel, and act. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, and it is through our own energy that we attract and create our reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are all forms of energy that radiate outward, impacting not only your life, but also the world around you. When you understand how to harness and direct your energy, you can begin to shape your experiences in powerful ways. Energy is not just something we possess, it's something we exchange with the world. The energy you put into any situation, whether it's a relationship, a project, or even a simple task, will determine the outcome. If your energy is aligned with your intentions, it flows freely and effortlessly, bringing things into alignment. However, if your energy is scattered or filled with doubt and resistance, it creates blockages, preventing the natural flow of events. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of the energy you cultivate and put out into the world. Our energy is also deeply connected to our emotions. When we are in a positive, balanced emotional state, our energy is vibrant and magnetic, attracting more of what we desire. On the other hand, when we are caught in negative emotions like fear, frustration, or anger, our energy becomes dense and restrictive, which can repel the very things we are trying to manifest. Understanding this dynamic allows us to take responsibility for the energy we cultivate, recognizing that we have the power to change our frequency at any given moment. Through conscious awareness of our thoughts and emotions, we can shift our energy and in turn, shift the course of our lives. Intention is the force behind every action we take, every decision we make, and every outcome we experience. It is the driving energy that directs the flow of our thoughts, our behaviors, and our lives. When we set an intention, we are focusing our mind and energy on a specific outcome or goal, with the clear understanding that our thoughts and actions are aligning with that desired result. Intention is more than just a wish or desire. It is a powerful declaration of what we choose to create in our reality. The power of intention lies in its ability to shape our perception and influence our actions. When we are intentional about what we want, we begin to direct our focus toward it. And in doing so, we start to notice opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with our goals. Setting clear intentions gives us a sense of purpose and direction and allows us to stay on course even when life presents challenges. It acts as a compass, guiding us through uncertainty and helping us remain grounded in our desires. However, intention is not about forcing an outcome. It's about setting a clear, focused direction while remaining open to how things unfold. It is the willingness to trust the process and allow space for unexpected opportunities to arise. When we act with intention, we are not passive observers of our lives. We are active participants, co-creating our reality with the energy we put out. The key to harnessing the power of intention is alignment, ensuring that your thoughts, actions, and energy are all in harmony with your goals. When this alignment is present, intention becomes a magnetic force, pulling the circumstances and events necessary to bring your desires to life. The present moment is the only time that truly exists. We often find ourselves trapped in thoughts about the past, replaying old memories or regretting decisions. Or we become consumed by the future, worrying about what might happen. But in doing so, we miss the power and beauty of the here and now. The present moment is where life unfolds. It's where true change and transformation can take place. When we focus on the present, we open ourselves to the possibilities that exist around us, allowing us to experience life fully and with clarity. Being present means embracing the current moment without judgment or distraction. It requires us to let go of the constant mental chatter and the pull of external pressures that demand our attention. In the present moment, we are no longer divided between past regrets and future anxieties. We are free from the noise that clouds our perception, and we can connect more deeply with ourselves, others, and our environment. This state of awareness allows us to make decisions that are aligned with our true desires, rather than being influenced by the weight of past experiences or future concerns. The present moment is where we can truly feel the flow of life, where we can align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the energy around us. When we are present, we stop forcing and start allowing. We stop resisting and start accepting. We stop overthinking and start experiencing. The present moment is where creativity, inspiration, and connection thrive, and it is in this space that we become open to new possibilities, unencumbered by the weight of time. By fully immersing ourselves in the present, we can experience the richness of life and realize that everything we need is already available to us right here, right now. Clarity is the ability to see things as they truly are, free from distortion or confusion. It's the mental and emotional state that allows us to make decisions with confidence, to understand our desires, and to move forward with purpose. When we lack clarity, we can easily become overwhelmed by uncertainty, distractions, and doubt. The fog of confusion clouds our perception, making it difficult to see our true path. But when we gain clarity, everything shifts. We become focused, aligned, and empowered to take the next steps in our journey. Clarity is not just about having a clear vision of the future, but also about understanding ourselves in the present moment. It involves stripping away the noise, whether it's external distractions or internal fears, and getting in touch with our true desires, values, and purpose. When we are clear, we know what we want and why we want it, and this deep understanding guides our actions and decisions. We no longer waste energy on things that don't align with our values or goals. Instead, we are able to prioritize and focus on what truly matters. Clarity also brings a sense of peace and calm. It eliminates the internal chaos that comes from being unsure or uncertain. When we are clear, we trust in our ability to make the right choices, and we don't feel the need to constantly second-guess ourselves. We stop searching for external validation and start trusting our inner wisdom. Clarity allows us to be present, to embrace the flow of life, and to act with intention, knowing that each step we take is aligned with our highest good. When clarity is present, we experience a sense of freedom, for we no longer feel lost or directionless. We move forward with confidence and purpose. The universe is a vast and intricate web of interconnected energy. It operates with a rhythm and flow that is beyond our full comprehension, yet it affects everything in our lives. The energy we emit, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, interacts with the energy around us, shaping our reality in ways we cannot always see or understand. Understanding that the universe is always working in our favor, even when we can't immediately perceive it, is key to unlocking our true potential. The universe doesn't require our effort or force. It simply responds to the energy we put out. Everything that happens in our lives is part of this greater system of order and balance. The right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances all show up when we are in alignment with the universe's flow. Sometimes we spend so much time trying to control or manipulate our circumstances that we miss the subtle cues and synchronicities that the universe is providing us. These signs, often small or unnoticed, are the universe's way of guiding us toward what we truly need. When we stop resisting and instead trust that everything is unfolding as it should, we begin to see that the universe is always moving us toward our highest good. The universe doesn't operate according to human timelines or expectations, which is why patience and trust are crucial. When we let go of the need to control the how and when, we allow the universe to work in its own perfect timing. This trust is essential because it allows us to release doubt and fear. It teaches us to surrender to the natural order of things, knowing that everything is always working out, even if it doesn't appear that way in the moment. When we align ourselves with the universe, we realize we are co-creators in this grand process, and that the forces at play are always guiding us toward the most abundant and fulfilling life possible.